Good morning students. Today we are going to see about polygenic inheritance. Polygenic inheritance means inheritance of single trait is controlled by more than one gene. For example, human skin color, human hair color and height of human. Polygenic inheritance is also called as multiple genes. The polygenic traits are controlled by more than one gene. Polygenic inheritance was demonstrated by a Swedish genetist Herman Nielsen Eel in the year 1909 in wheat kernel. Wheat has two types of kernel color. The kernel color is controlled by two genes, or capital R1, capital R2. Capital R1 gene has two alleles. Capital R1 dominant form for red, small r1 recessive form for white. Capital R2 gene has two alleles. Capital R2 dominant for red, small r2 recessive form for white. The dominant form capital R1, capital R2 gene is for red color. Similarly, the recessive form are small r1, small r2 gene for white color. He crossed the two pure breeding variety to get dark red and white color. Dark red genotype capital R1, capital R1, capital R2, capital R2. White genotype small r1, small r1, small r2, small r2. From this, gametes are segregated. So, in the F1 generation, medium red genotype with capital R1, capital R2, small r1, small r2 is got. After the gamete formation in the F2 generation, we get capital R1, capital R2, capital R1, small r2, small r1, capital R2, small r1, small r2. Thus, four gametes are formed. Look at the checkerboard. In the four gametes, if you have four capital R, dark red kernel color is obtained. 3 capital R is found, there you get the medium dark red kernel color. When 2 capital R genes are found, you get medium red kernel color. When 1 R gene is present, you get the light red kernel color. Absence of R gene results in the white color. In F2 generation, the phenotypic ratio is 1:4:6:4:1. Here, 1 dark red kernel, 4 medium dark red kernel, 6 medium red kernel, 4 light red kernel and 1 white kernel is obtained. So, totally 15:1 ratio is obtained. 15 red and 1 white. The R additive manner produces the red kernel color to white color. The number of genes with red intensity is plotted in a bell-shaped curve, which demonstrates the continuous variation. So, in F2 generation, dark red to white color is obtained. Finally, he concluded that the loci were not linked and the genes assorted independently. Later, researchers discovered the third gene also affects the kernel color of wheat. 3 independent pairs of alleles were involved in wheat kernel color. Nielsen Eel found the ratio of 63:1 ratio, that is 63 red and 1 white color. In F2 generation, 1 dark red, 6 moderate red, 15 red color, 20 intermediate red color, 15 light red color, 6 very light red color and 1 white color. From the above result, Nielsen-Yield showed that the blending inheritance was not taking place in the kernel of wheat. In the F2 generation, the plants have kernels with wide range of color variation. This is due to segregation and recombination of genes. Next, we shall learn about extra chromosomal inheritance. As we know that DNA is a universal genetic material. Inheritance of characters are controlled and located in the DNA of the chromosome in the nucleus. But certain traits are determined by genes in the DNA of cytoplasmic organelles like mitochondria and chloroplast inheritance. Extra chromosomal inheritance. Inheritance of characters controlled by the genes located in the DNA other than nuclear chromosomes are called as extra chromosomal inheritance. It is otherwise known as extranuclear inheritance or cytoplasmic inheritance. In this type of inheritance, the traits are controlled by genes in the DNA of cytoplasmic organelles like mitochondria and chloroplast. Next, we shall see chloroplast inheritance. It is observed in 4 o'clock plant Mirabilis jalapa. In this, two types of variegated leaves, namely dark green leaved plants and pale green leaved plants are taken. In cross 1, pollen of pale green leaved plants male is crossed with the stigma of dark green leaved plant female. In the F1 generation, the dark green leaved plant is obtained. In cross 2, the pollen of dark green leaved plant of male is crossed with the stigma of pale green leaved plant female. In the F1 generation, pale green leaved plant is obtained. In each cross, the F1 plant reveals a character of the plant which is used as the female plant. In the reciprocal cross, we studied that trait is not sex dependent, but in this case it is sex dependent because inheritance is not brought through nuclear gene. It is through chloroplast gene, the ovum of the female plant, and this, which contributes the cytoplasm through fertilization. Since the male plant contribute only the nucleus but not the cytoplasm. Now let's learn about atavism. Nowadays, the environmental conditions are changing. It's due to some changes occur in organisms. Some characters are suppressed in one generation, but it may reappear in another generation. It is called atavism. Atavism refers to reappearance of ancestral trait that has been lost during evolutionary changes in previous generation. For example, re-emergence of sexual reproduction in the flowering plant Hieracium pilosella. Once it is reproduced by apomixis, that is by vegetative reproduction. But in next generation, this plant produces apomixis and sexual mode of reproduction. This sexual mode is suppressed in previous generation but reappear in next generation. It's the best example for atavism.